Slowing Down in Nature, presented by myself, Frances Vorschlager, for the Inspire Conference, March 2025. One of the most significant signs that we, as an individual, members of communities, and citizens of the nation needed to slow down was when the pandemic hit the country. Suddenly, a large portion of the nation were in lockdown with restricted access to the outside world. Some communities were fortunate enough to have limited time in the outdoor spaces. Those permitted to be in the outdoors found a new rhythm with daily walks, regular exercise, and appreciation for fresh air. This contributed to people feeling less anxious, chaotic, or rushed as the passage of time seemed to move at a slower pace. Children attending services were cocooned from the outside world by passionate educators who never swayed from their critical roles. Normality and consistency was the key for children and staff's well-being as daily routines and rituals were maintained. Going to the outside spaces meant no shared equipment or resources, but an abundance of offering from nature. A dandelion was no longer a weed as it was transformed into a wand to spread magic and grant wishes. Listening to the sounds of the kookaburras as they rejoiced in the chorus of bird songs, which was previously missed because of loud background noise. We observed the sun shining down upon the children's faces as they laid on the ground, watching clouds play tricks with their imagination. These connections to nature, which seemed to have laid dormant, were now growing like new seedlings, all nurtured through our desire to be present in nature as we constructed moments of joy and serenity. Such moments provided opportunities to explore all our senses and be aligned to a timeless rhythm within our mind, body, and soul. Children discovered a new balance between nature, time, and contentment. They had retouched with the environment by being attentive to the health and needs of Mother Nature. These fragments, images, reflections, and dialogues from our observations are the result of a challenging time in 2021. We were faced with significant restrictions and felt a loss of freedom, whilst developing a strong desire to make changes for the future. This situation awakened in us the motivation to be even more in nature, to learn from it, and to reconnect with its wisdom and powerful energy. It is now March 2025, and time seems to have taken on a new meaning. Time is absorbed by daily ongoing events which consume us both on professional and personal levels. Our desire to share intervals of magic moments with children in our care and our own children can at times feel restricted. I have 3 questions which you may wish to consider. How do we change the pace of our daily life to provide opportunities for slowing down? By what examples are we providing for children to relish in the gift of the present before our busy minds drift into focusing on what's next? How can we hold on to the gift of working in harmony with Mother Nature and remain committed to passing on this knowledge to our younger citizens? We are seeking knowledge and building respectful relationships with First Nation elders whose cultural heritage, storylines, and values provides children and educators a richer connection to Mother Nature. Synergy is everywhere in nature, and through Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders teaching, We are now understanding how important the symbiotic links between humans, plants, and trees was in the past, but more so in the present. Through regular encounters in urban nature, especially with trees, an organic social bond starts to form with each child's visit. Fragments of their connection start to show through the desire to climb the tree limbs, seek shade under its leafy canopy, or create habitats from branches. New rituals start to form outside in nature, such as a yarning circle, where conversations emerge in a small group setting with no time limit. This is when you put your camera and notebooks away, nothing to record here. Simply observe how the lines of communication open and extend beyond any educator's expectations. Invite a child to begin the yarn with a question, or use a tool such as a yarning cards to introduce the concept. Over time, children feel a sense of respect and security to release their inner thoughts, trusting there be no judgment, just listening by all. Like a tree root system, the children use this yarning circle to have a voice whilst grounded with the earth, connected to their peers as they spread confidence and strength between themselves. There's an emerging understanding how social threads found in their own family are present in the families of trees, plants, flowers, and other living things found in nature. Children start to mirror the ways of nature. They allow the flowers to grow and only gather when fallen on the ground. They will leave a nest undisturbed because it's a home to another life. They leave no traces of their presence on country. Children have observed how the seasons change the environment, reflecting the sparseness of winter, new growth in spring, full blooms in summer, and fallen leaves in autumn. What have children learnt? They have learnt to listen to the voice of nature. They have learnt the timeless pace of nature. They have learnt how to evolve with nature. They have learnt many pathways in nature. And they have learnt to create their own story with nature. As an educator, I have witnessed and continued of human nature when in urban nature. Thank you.